everyone, I'm Natalie, aka the Vegan Veteran. This week we're going to be talking about vegan and cruelty-free skincare, and I've got Deanie with me. I haven't put her here because I can't put her anywhere, but and she's unlikely to stay, but we'll see. Hopefully she'll stay for a little while. So anyway, vegan skincare. I'm going to talk about a number of different brands that I've had good experiences with over the years, but oh no, lost her already. But as always, you know, this is from my point of view, and I'm someone who has sort of oily combination skin. So the products that I'm talking about are probably, they're obviously suitable for that skin type, and they may not be appropriate for other skin types. So I'll try to kind of say where I think they would and wouldn't be. But the brands that I'm talking about will have other products that might be more suitable, so it's worth taking a look. And please also refer back to episode 5 if you haven't seen me talk about sort of the Vegan Society logo and PETA logo and cruelty-free international logo, because that will be coming up a little bit, so you understand the kind of difference. It's worth having a look at that as well. So I'll start with face masks. I've not been so great with face masks lately, but I generally like to do face masks sort of once a week or so, because I have oily skin. I think it just really helps to kind of draw out everything and leave my skin nice, at least for a little while. I guess they're good for all skin types. It's just a case of getting the right one, I suppose. So this one is by a company called Layla London. It's a chamomile and lavender face mask, and lavender I know is really good for people with combination skin or oily skin. It's meant to be really good for like balancing out the oil. This is a clay moisturiser, so you can see it's like a powder. So you take a heaped dessert spoon of this, put it in a bowl, mix in sort of, I guess, 4 or 5 spoonfuls, I'd say, of water. I mean, you can add more or less depending, but I think you want the consistency. You obviously want all of the powder to be kind of wet, but you want the consistency to still be quite solid. If it's too watery, it won't really dry effectively on your skin. So I would then put this onto my skin and leave it for maybe 5-10 minutes, and it leaves my skin really nice afterwards, just draws out all of the oil and impurities. The only thing I would say about this one is I don't have sensitive skin, at least not my face at all, and I do find that this makes my skin a little bit red. Now it goes down very quickly and it's not a problem at all, but I can imagine that if you were someone with more dry or sensitive skin, it may not be great for you. But for oily skin, I think it's really great. And it's cruelty-free and vegan according to PETA. Again, refer back to episode 5 if you're not sure what that means. Other sort of face masks I've used over the years have mainly been Lush. So I haven't used them for a while, so I'm not sure exactly which ones they do now, but I used to use one that was like a chocolate cupcake one, which I think was for most skin types. And as the name suggests, it smelled just like chocolate cupcake. It was really good. It smells like you want to eat it, but that's a bit unnerving, but it's really nice. And then there was another one I used which I think was more specific for oily skin, because again it had lavender in, and it was called Catastrophe Cosmetics. So I'll try and dig out those links and put them in the video for you, as with all the products I'm talking about. And Lush are really good because they have this offer, they've had it for years, where to encourage people to kind of recycle and not waste, if you take back 5 of their black pots, they'll give you a free face mask. So I've very rarely had to buy a face mask from Lush because I use quite a lot of Lush's products. So that's really good. You do have to make sure that the pots are thoroughly washed up because if they've got any like bits in them, then they might not take them in the store. The face masks, they're sort of, you have to keep them in the fridge, I think because they don't have preservatives in, which I guess is a good thing. And yeah, again, it's kind of a case of just smearing them onto your skin, letting them dry and then washing them off. Lush, I spoke about them a little bit, I think, in the hair care video that I did. Not all of Lush's products are vegan, but most of them are. And it's really clear which ones are, because the ones that do will have Vegan Society approval, so you shouldn't struggle to find which ones are vegan. And their staff are always quite helpful anyway, aren't they? So it should be easy to find out. So that's face masks, which again, you know, is not a regular thing for me, but I try to do weekly. In terms of cleanser, the cleanser I've been using recently, which I really like, is by this company called Be Barefaced. It's got a nice little bear. This one I'm using is a milky cleanser, although it obviously doesn't contain milk, and it does say for sensitive skin. So so I think that would be suitable for most skin types, I guess. I really like this because it's really light. It's not like heavy or aggressive at all. So it's really lovely, and I generally, so what you do with this one is you just wet your face, apply it and sort of massage it in and then wash it off. Although I've been using it with, I bought this this skin brush. I bought it a couple of weeks ago, so I kind of finally gave in, because I think I looked at a different one of these on Amazon maybe a year ago, and decided it was too expensive and I wasn't going to buy it. And then Facebook's just been showing me adverts for them ever since, and in the end I gave in and bought one. But this one was quite reasonable price, so I'll put a link to this on the video notes. But this is quite nice. It's just it just kind of allows you to exfoliate as well. So what I do is, as I say, wet my face, apply this, and when I'm using the brush, I do apply it quite liberally all over my neck and my face, and then use the skin brush as a exfoliator. So what you do is you switch it on and just use it in kind of circular motions to massage the cleanser, and you use the sort of pointy bit on your T-zone and then the main sort of bit on your cheeks and your neck. And yeah, I've found it's working really well for me. So I haven't been using any other exfoliants. I've just been using this with the cleanser. And I've had this like I say, probably 2 weeks now, maybe longer. I charged it when it arrived and I haven't had to charge it since. So yeah, it's working really well for me personally anyway. The Be Barefaced, I don't think I said, so they are Vegan Society approved. All of their products seem to be Vegan Society approved. I mean, do double check on individual products, of course, but from what I could tell on their website, it looked like it was a all vegan company, so that's really good. I personally don't tend to use toner, just, I don't know, laziness, I suppose, if I'm honest. It's just like another step that I can't really be bothered with, so I personally just tend to, you know, splash my face with cold water before I move on to moisturiser. But I know that these companies obviously do toners as well, so so you can check those out if that's something that interests you. I probably should use toner really, because I guess the whole point of them is to close your pores up. So as someone who suffers from blackheads, I probably should be using them, but can't be bothered. So finally, at least for like facial moisturising, these are the moisturisers I use. So I use these ones from Green People. I've used these for a long time actually. So these are serums, and I much prefer serums to cleansers, to like cream moisturisers, because cream moisturisers are just, even if they're quite light, I just find they're a bit too heavy for me generally. Whereas serums don't tend to make my skin oily or anything afterwards. So these ones, the one I've got, this one that's on for my face, is a hydrating firming serum. This one is a firming eye serum. So these particular products are PETA approved, cruelty free. I think all of their products are all cruelty free, but not all of their products are Vegan Society approved. Some of them aren't vegan, so do double check individual products before you buy. So what I will do with these is you just need like a pump of the facial serum, rub it sort of upwards on your neck and then all over your face, and then the serum for your eyes, just sort of gently dot around your eyes. You want to use it all over under your eye and above your eye, and you can, I really feel like I can feel them firming my skin. It's nice, but in a gentle way, not like, you know, weird. So those are really lovely, and they smell really nice as well. It's not like overpowering, but they have a really nice subtle fragrance. And yeah, so I would use these generally at night. Sometimes I do use them during the day as well. If I'm not wearing makeup, which is probably most days actually, sometimes I'll put these on and they just give my skin, I feel like they give my skin a nice glow without having to wear makeup and things. So yeah, so I'll, as I say, post the link for those two on the notes. And Lush also have lots of nice vegan moisturisers. I've not used them for a number of years. Again, I've been sticking with Green People for a while now. I don't think Lush do any serums, so they're probably better if you want like a creamy moisturiser. So that's it in terms of face products. In terms of body, there's been lots of brands that I've used over the years. So Lavera was one I used to get, their moisturisers. Again, I don't think all of their products are vegan, so do double check. Nowadays, I tend to just use coconut oil because I find that works really well, and it's obviously not that expensive a way of moisturising. So there's two things that I tend to do. One is if I'm having a bath, I'll get like 2 or 3 heaped dessert spoons of coconut oil and mix in some sugar. And then once I'm in the bath, I'll apply that onto my skin in sort of circular motions. And then that's kind of like double whammy, because you get, it obviously exfoliates your skin, but it also leaves like a nice light sort of film of coconut oil on your skin. So you don't necessarily have to moisturise when you get out the bath. The other thing I do is then just apply coconut oil to wet skin. So if you wanted to really moisturise your skin, you could do that even after using the scrub, or generally I do it, you know, when I'm getting out the shower, just put it onto wet skin and let it sort of soak in. So yeah, I think that's everything I can think to tell you about vegan skincare. Please do comment, especially if you have experience with other products, particularly for other skin types, because again, I'm speaking as someone with oily skin, so it's very much from that perspective, although I suspect a lot of these products would be good for other skin types as well. And let me know what you think generally. As always, please subscribe and comment and share this so that I know you're enjoying it and I know what you want to see more of. And I'll speak to you guys really soon. Stay safe, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.